The only way to deal with this world is to live in it. This quote speaks to the importance of acceptance and resilience. Life is full of challenges, but facing them head-on is the only way to truly live. It's about embracing reality with all its imperfections and finding a way to thrive within it. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Life will inevitably throw obstacles your way, but your reaction to these challenges defines who you are. This quote reminds us that while we can't control everything that happens, we can control our attitude and response. By focusing on how we react, we can navigate life with grace and strength. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Happiness isn't something that simply falls into your lap. It's something you create through your actions and choices. This quote encourages us to take responsibility for our happiness, to actively pursue it through positive actions and meaningful decisions. The unexamined life is not worth living. To truly live, you must reflect on your life, your choices, and your beliefs. This quote emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and introspection. By examining your life, you gain insight into what truly matters, leading to a more meaningful and fulfilling existence. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Having a purpose or meaning in life gives you the strength to endure hardships. This quote suggests that when you have a strong reason to live, you can overcome almost any obstacle. It's about finding your purpose and letting it guide you through life's challenges. The more we value things, the less we value ourselves. In a world obsessed with material possessions, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. This quote reminds us that true value comes from within, from our character, our relationships, and our inner peace. By focusing on what's truly important, we can live more authentically and meaningfully. Man is the only creature who refuses to be what he is. This quote explores the human tendency to resist our true nature, to strive for something different or better. It challenges us to accept ourselves as we are, to embrace our humanity with all its flaws and strengths. By accepting who we are, we can find greater peace and fulfillment. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. In a world full of pressures and expectations, staying true to yourself is a remarkable achievement. This quote highlights the importance of authenticity and self-acceptance. By being yourself, you live a life that's true to your values and beliefs, leading to greater satisfaction and happiness. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Happiness is important, but it's not the sole purpose of life. This quote suggests that a meaningful life is one that contributes to the well-being of others, one that leaves a positive impact on the world. By focusing on being useful, honorable, and compassionate, you create a legacy that goes beyond personal happiness. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Criticism is an inevitable part of life, especially when you're striving to achieve something meaningful. This quote reminds us that avoiding criticism means avoiding life itself. It encourages us to embrace criticism as a sign that we're taking action, making a difference, and living fully. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Contentment doesn't come from accumulating wealth or possessions. It comes from appreciating what you have. This quote teaches us that true wealth is found in simplicity, in being content with the essentials. By focusing on what truly matters, we can find peace and happiness in everyday life. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Our minds can be our greatest allies or our worst enemies. This quote reminds us that much of our suffering is self-inflicted, rooted in fear and worry rather than actual events. By focusing on the present moment and letting go of unnecessary fears, we can live more peacefully and joyfully. Freedom is nothing else but a chance to be better. True freedom is the opportunity to improve yourself, to grow, and become better each day. This quote challenges us to use our freedom wisely, to strive for personal growth and self-improvement. It's about taking responsibility for your life and making the most of the opportunities you have. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Your thoughts shape your reality. This quote emphasizes the power of the mind in creating the life you want. By cultivating positive, constructive thoughts, you can influence your actions and ultimately your destiny. It's a reminder that the quality of your life is directly linked to the quality of your thoughts